Alright, what is going on, guys? So, there is a new update. It's been maybe like 2 weeks now. I didn't see it. We got a new boss, Aphrodite. Weapon fix system with rarity. Okay, new agent in May. So we'll check those both out. Here's the patch notes. Major update, maybe? Chinese New Year, we already did that. Is it Glimmer Heist? No, I don't think it's Glimmer Heist, right? Titan boss, no. It's none of this, none of those. Where's the new boss? No, it's not that. Announcement? Bro, I swear there's maybe it's on this. No, it's not. Dude, I know there is a new boss. I swear I've seen it in the patch notes. This is just not in here. Okay, whatever. Okay. Alright, let's get into it. I probably will not fight the boss this time then. Desires. Okay. Aphrodite weaves fantasies of love into desires that never fade. The screen light caresses her alluring silhouette, and each harpy is an offering at her altar. Okay, so how does one fight this girl? Nice. Nice. Okay. Oops, I don't want to go there. Back to the bar. Back to the bar. Is it this one? Major update? Oh, it's definitely this. Major update. Hold on. Let me get away from this super hype music. Okay. Major update. What's up, agents? We're back with Major Update 4 in our early access journey. We want to hit you up with what's upcoming, including some very sweet, pretty sweet overhauls for a new roadmap. Diving into the abyss today, you'll find our company our completely overhauled weapon affix system and flexible upgrading. All new boss Aphrodite, the goddess of seduction, the revamp of the black dog patch mechanic, visual tweaks. Okay, the weapon affix system. We heard your feedback and making sure the weapons are more exciting, and we worked to overhaul the weapon system and hit its mark. The new weapon affix system means that each weapon you grab in the abyss comes with its own static and dynamic affixes. There's a little RNG sparkle to your adventure. Each effects gives a boost to a weapon, including direct damage and speed boosts, resource boosting, and unique weapon mechanics. So even if you used this weapon before, you know you haven't actually. Oh, that's pretty cool. Effects gives a little bit more randomness to the weapon you pick up, so it's never really the same. This also gives agents the potential to pick up weapons that packed with OP affixes. And this potency and variety of weapons affixes only scales with weapon levels. Okay, cool. In addition, each weapon and effects now has a rarity tier with common, rare, and epic and legendary high rarity value, especially after effects, which means you can grab significantly powerful effects, giving the weapon unique growth. Oh, that's cool. So now I can actually like switch up my weapon. It does mean that things have evolved and a little more since we started, and more to effects means it's no longer a case of the basic quite vague. More keys means more pew pew. Okay, I like that. Because yeah, a lot of times it's like, okay, you just need more keys. So I do bear this in mind. We also added tempering to weapon upgrades. You'll still have two choices of the direct weapon upgrades. You can also temper with the weapons instead, adding special effects instead. We really hope that the new effects to the upgrade, the new effects and upgrade system provides the depth to weapons and upgrades that you've seen after, so that you better after. So jump in, give it a try. Let us know how you reforge your weapons in the abyss. Aphrodite, god of seduction. Has somebody turned up the heat? Oh wait, I can't even read. Has someone turned the heating up? Aphrodite hits the abyss today to provide another old god boss for your turn and your attention to Aphrodite. For you to turn your attention to Aphrodite. We fantasies and love and devotion. This is a lore translation of loads of exploding hearts to make sure they don't hit you, providing another heavy hitting and dynamic boss for you to throw back to the abyss. Black Dog revamp. I don't really care about this stuff. Other tweaks. Okay, new roadmap. There's a new game mode and a new agent coming out. So now how does one fight this girl? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so who do I want to play today? Bro, I have like a whole bunch of stories to tell today. Tokens. There's multiplayer. So, 6. Okay, so which one do I need to do? Weapons? I need to get a weapon still. See, this one made no sense because I didn't even pick up a... Oh, it's hearts or shields on floor 6. Okay, so I can't pick up a heart or shield on floor 6. I gotta remember that. Okay, who do I want to play? Unlock steals goods. You know, I'm gonna just go basic. I'm gonna go with my homegirl Elise. I'm gonna go with my homegirl Elise. I do have to just, you know, die at the start. Wait, okay, so I'll tell you what happened on my weekend because my weekend was ridiculous. So you guys remember the car crash I got into like way back when? In like start of the year, like January 2nd. Yo, so I got an email, or not email, sorry, a letter, like a mail from the city of Mississauga, right? The place where I got the car crash. Bro, they're trying to bill me $600 because that stupid bitch called 911 when she hit me. So she hits me. And then I get a call, like I get the mail saying I owe. Okay, wait, hold on. So she hits me, right? So it's number 1. Number 2 is she calls the 911. So 2 things on her. So she started the accident and then she hit me. So 2 things. They come, the woman doesn't need any help. And then they bill me. Okay, what it says. Restores 1 crystal 1 second after spinning crystals. On use teleports a short distance forward, consuming crystal into refreshes cooldown. What? What? Upon use teleports a short distance forward, consuming crystal. Okay, wait. So I can't. Oh. Oh. So doesn't it work? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let me get some eggs going. Yeah, so they charged me like $600 for. First of all, it's not my fault that she hit me. Second of all, it's also not my fault that she called 911 with no bodily injuries. And then I get a bill. So I gotta. Oh, it's so annoying. So now I gotta spend time. I gotta call my insurance company. Mind you, my insurance company still hasn't given me a car yet. Like, not a car. Like, they've given me like a rental. But I've had this rental for so long now. Like, I still have the rental. It's like March 22nd. And I still have this rental car. My car's still been sitting in the lot for like 3 months now. And they keep telling me my stuff's high priority. And like, I don't understand it. So now I gotta call my insurance company and be like, bro, charge that dumb bitch with this bill. Like, I'm not paying for this. Like, how are you gonna hit me and then I get a bill for it? You call cops. You call the cops. And also, it's fucked up because, yo, if we're paying taxes, why is the cops still charging me money? You know, like, how does that make any sense? Yeah, bro, it's okay. So yeah, bro, like, so that just ruined my entire week. This summons a hero drone to collect coins, re outside of combat, and speeds up the hatching. So yeah, so that like absolutely ruined my thing. But okay, so my mom was telling me, she's like, yo, she's like, yo, do you know what a facial is? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, I went to the salon thing and the woman was charging, it's like $80 for a facial. I'm like, what the hell is a facial? She's like, they basically like clean your skin, like your face. I'm like, no, I don't know what that is. She's like, would you go? And I was like, how much is it? And she's like, with my referral code, you could probably get it for, what was the number she said? Like $80? Oh, nice. Upon use, consume crystals are revealed currently. Don't eat this. They keep giving me extra stuff. I'm gonna wait. Give me the crystal. It just kept giving me crystal. Man, if I upon use consume crystals to summon a wooden crate, that's terrible. Get this out of my face. So I got crystals over there, so I can just, I don't know what I can do with them, but I can do some. But yeah, so I got this facial done. It was at like 10 a.m. today. So I'm waiting. The store was just closed. And it's like pissing rain today, right? So it's absolutely pissing rain, and I'm waiting outside the store, and I'm like, there's nobody there. So I end up calling the woman. The woman's like, I'm so sorry, like I'm running late. Oh, this is a great first pickup. She's like, I'm so sorry, I'm running late. I'm like, yeah, no worries. I'm like, I get it. It happens. Kind of annoyed, but I wasn't too annoyed because I had my car there, so I just sat in my car. And I'm like, you know what? It actually does just happen, so I can't get too mad. But yeah, so I got the facial done. It was actually pretty good. But the whole time, these people love to just roast you. This girl's like, she's like, granted, she's like assessing my skin and whatnot. So she's like touching it, like pinching it. She's like, how much water do you drink? I'm like, oh no, I know where this is going. I'm like, I drink a little bit. Like it varies. Sometimes I drink a lot. Sometimes I drink like none. She's like, I struggle with like water consumption as well, so no worries. But she's like, yeah, your skin's kind of dry. Got immunity from melee will in the air. These are all kind of trash. I just need like 5 more coins. I get 5 more coins and I'm chilling. But okay. But yeah, so she's pinching my skin. She's like, yeah, it feels kind of dry. Like, how much water do you drink? And I'm like, not that much. But like some days I drink a lot. I can drink like an entire, like, I don't know. I think it's like 50-ounce bottle. But yeah, so this girl was like, yeah, let's try. Okay, give me at least 5 gold. Ooh, this is the legendary stuff, right? This is sick. Weapon damage size. Okay. Hitting enemy has a chance to drop tokens. Picking up grants in a power attack. 3+. Okay, wait, hold on. Per weapon level. Okay, 0% weapon damage. 5% per extra jump. Okay, that's kind of cool, man. Okay, get this common loot out of my face. But I also didn't get the 5 coins that I needed. What? I also forgot that I can just teleport. So let me get some of this going. Some of this. Hopefully I don't take damage. Nice. Okay, so if I fight the boss, maybe they drop some coins because it wouldn't lock me out. But yeah, so I ended up getting this facial, and it was great. It was great, don't get me wrong. But it was like 90 bucks off after everything. My face felt like super nice though. It felt pretty clean. And she's like, yeah, usually people come like every 4 weeks. And I'm like, man, Kevin, God of stand-up. Okay, so we got Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, the God of stand-up. But yeah, so she's like, yeah, usually people come every... Big dash? Okay, sick. People usually come once every 4 weeks. I'm like, I don't have the money for that. This boss is kind of cool, man. I've never seen this guy before. I got my legendary loot and all. Ooh, big dodge, skillful dodge. Oh, there's those coins. Ow. But also, so I went. Ow. Oh, you can't. It doesn't give you iframes to dash. I don't know that. Yeah, I'm just taking way too much damage here. Okay, way too much damage. Okay. Oh, I gotta lock in here before I tell more stories. I can't even read what it's saying. Okay, sick. No coins though still, right? Oh, what's this? I don't want to teleport, but grants an extra jump. Okay, this might help me a lot actually. Grants an extra jump, pick up 5 hearts or shields on this floor. Use 5 bombs on this floor. That's easier. Teleport. Okay, thank God I didn't teleport then. Boost weapon projectile count by 1, gain 50 coins. That's huge. Yeah, so M's friend invited us to her church. So we went. We went to her church. Dude. So M has her one friend, and her one friend has a kid. Yo, this kid is like awesome, and like rapidly fires. That's cool. So now it actually doesn't tell you like, oh, it takes like keys or whatever. So, oops, I messed up. Hatch. But yeah, dude, this kid is like actually awesome. Like I love him. And wait, what? Why did it take away so much gold from me? Oh, I screwed up. I hit that. Oh, that's annoying. I can buy one more. Is that? Oh, let's go. They blessed me. Let's go. That was huge, actually. Great RNG. Great RNG. Shout out to the Abyss. Double jump. But yeah, so this kid's like awesome, man. He's like 6 years old, but he just seems so smart for like a 6-year-old. And then I was showing him because in the church there was like one of those like handicap lifts. So I was showing him that. I was like, oh. Okay, don't let me dash there. Unfortunate. Well, they gave me 2 hearts, so it's or 1 heart. So that makes up for it. What do I want to start off with? Silver spoon, 5 crystal obtained, an egg drop, and the current floor defeating enemies grants 1 stack, up to 30 stack. In the current floor. 2% damage bonus. That could be pretty good. That just... that is pretty good, actually. I think that might be better. This is more damage. So I'm showing this kid the elevator. He's loving it. And... yeah, he just seemed like... you know usually how kids just seem like absolute douchebags? Like... they're just like, oh, you got any games on your phone? Like stuff like that. No, he was nothing like that. Like... shout out to her, like M's friend. Great parenting. I don't know how they did it, but like awesome kid. Like no complaints with that kid at all. Like, and in fact, it's like the opposite. Where like I want to see that kid more. And so funny enough, that's like M's god kid. She is the godmother. So yeah, so I really like seeing him. Like he seems like very knowledgeable. I was teaching about the elevators. He actually seemed like he was like interested. And then when we were leaving the church, he was like, Zidane, do you know how like when you open up the door, like some of these moving doors, or not moving doors, like regular doors, they have like that little, you can like swipe your hand and it'll show. It'll open, sorry. So he was like, Zidane, do you know how this thing works? And I was like, yeah, like I don't exactly know how it works, but like I know like it works like this. And then he's like, but I didn't know he wanted to teach me. So he's like, yeah, I knew that too. And I was like, damn, I'm sorry. But everything about him was like great, man. It was just, granted, he has like a little toy gun as like, shout out to that thing. I didn't even give it to him. So he has a little toy gun, which me personally, I don't think I would give my kid a toy gun. Because, you know, you Americans, I don't understand you guys with the guns. But I like kind of understand it. I wouldn't give it to a kid though. I wouldn't give it to a kid. I don't think a kid should like be playing with that and like shooting at certain things. That's just not me. Maybe you guys see it differently. I don't. But so the kids, so he's like, Sedan, watch this. And he's like, or he's showing me his gun, and I was like, oh, look, nice. What are you gonna do with that? He's like, probably go hunting. I'm like, really? Like, what would you hunt? He's like a wolf. I'm like, a wolf? And he's like, yeah, like a wolf. And then I was like, okay, like, show me how you would do it. Pretend M is the wolf. M's like in the kitchen or something. So this guy's just aiming at M and shoots at her. And I thought it was hilarious. After several attacks, nope, don't need that. Okay, don't want that either. Crystals and hearts increase weapon damage by 20% in the current room. That'll be kind of huge. I'll be taking some damage though. When damage, it automatically attacks enemies. I don't know if I need that. I'm gonna save my money. I'll go over here. Oh, that's all of it. So there's 3 options for hidden rooms here. So it's over here. There's over here. Let's check this out. Nope. So there's 2 options for hidden rooms here. And I got it wrong. Should I just listen? Should I just freaking... Wait, what? Oh. There's another option up here. Okay, so I just got it completely wrong. Like, I got it as wrong as could be. Thankfully, I had enough bombs, but I got it wrong. But yeah, so the kid was watching like Magic School Bus and all that, and I was like, see, that's what we need. We don't need these iPad kids anymore, man. These iPad kids are running amok. I was at Winners with my mom on Saturday because we went to go to Costco. Oh, yeah, we went to go to Costco, and then she wanted to go to Winners after. Yo, Winners actually has. I don't know if you guys have Winners in America, but I guess it's like a Marshalls. I guess it would be like a Marshalls. I guess it's like a clothing store, but it's also like an everything store. I guess I don't know what I would relate it to, like a Home Sense maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is a good weapon. It's not a legendary though. Yeah, I guess a Home Sense. I don't know. But anyways, I found some sick shirts, man. Like great quality shirts, and it had like a little New York, like the baseball team. What was it? The New York Yankees. Like the N and the Y between each other. They have like the greatest logo of all time, man. Their baseball logo is crazy. So good. So it's like a little tiny logo on the side, so it's like it's really subtle. So I really like that one. Ooh. Oh, okay, thank God he didn't hit me. I hate that freaking. Okay, he drops 2 coins. Ooh. And then he spawns in that little mitten. Yeah, so I found some great shirts over there. Like 3 shirts that I really liked. Bought them. My mom wanted a jacket, so I bought her a jacket. I hit the wrong button. But my mom kind of knows now. Like, so my mom... Every single time I'm like, yo, mom, you want to go to Costco or something? She's like, all for it. And it's because she knows I buy her stuff. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe like she just wants that company. Maybe let's go another 2. But it's gotten to the point now where every single time I go into my car in the morning on a Saturday at my parents' house, yo, my GPS instantly tells me like, oh, you're going to Costco. I'm like, yo, how'd you know that? Oh, freaking damn. Yeah, I need to go get some HP. This is also great. Increased weapon projectile reduces attack speed. Pick up these hearts. And now I can buy an egg to actually just use this part of the map. So I'll buy an egg. Nice. So now how many eggs do I have? I have 3 eggs. So I don't really have that many eggs. I'll buy this weapon just to disenchant, like extract it. So yeah. Grant extra jump, patch 2 eggs on this floor to grant extra jump. Okay, I should have done that before, but whatever. Okay, now I'll go over here. Hatch my 3 eggs. Hatch them. Now I can buy 2 more eggs. Now hatch them again. Get the extra jump that I don't need, but whatever. Shut up. Damn, no bombs. Let's go. But yeah, so then after we went to like Em's church, or Em's friend's church, we're just talking to her because her friend like really found God, like Jesus. So I was just talking to her like, oh, what was your reasoning for finding Jesus? Because everyone kind of has their own story for, if you're like more religious, you kind of have your own story on why you became religious. Maybe I'm wrong, but when I was growing up, right, it was always like a, dude, what is God? Like if God's in this like world, why is there so much suffering? Like I would always be questioning, right? Which I feel is fair enough. You know, I feel like everyone should have their questions. But the more and more I kind of grew up, I kind of realized what it was. And I would watch like podcasts and stuff. I also want the gambling one. I don't know if I want to waste my grenade there. Yeah, so I've always had like, everyone's had their own doubts. But I remember like clear as day, one of my aunts once told me, she was like, he's asking a lot of questions. I know he'll eventually find God. And when I heard that, I was like, nah, no way I would. But my aunt was like, she was on some next wave of like religion. She was always talking about like, oh yeah, I see Jesus in images. After taking damage each time, increase weapon damage on each floor. Okay, so I don't want to really take damage, but if it happens. So yeah, I was always like, I don't want to say like I was skeptical on God. Okay, let's see what I get here. Like an easy one, yeah. Should have checked how many jumps I have. But yeah, I was always skeptical on like the faith. And I was like, if God is real, why does he cause so much suffering? If God was this, why would he do that? But I remember that was like the biggest one. But man, honestly and truly, nice. Wait, what? Wasn't there supposed to be? Oh, it's just bugged. Wait, maybe it's not bugged? What is bugged? Because it's still taking money from me. But dude, the one time I remember like actually believing in God was, we were at a cottage. And I don't know if I already told the story. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But if I did, I told it with a bad mic, so you guys probably want to hear it again. Let's go. Should we pick up an egg? We'll carry more than 5. Increase. But oh, I should have saved my money actually for the gambling room. But yeah, so I was at a cottage, and I remember like we were doing shrooms, and give me some good. That's allowed to tell you, right? That's allowed to tell you. We're doing like shiitake mushrooms. We're doing shiitake, the best type, like portobellos. You know, those are like the great ones. But then. Consumers are hard. I guess I'll take this. Strawberry crystal. Will disappear upon use. I don't know if I even want to go to the. I don't think I even want to go in there. Nice. But yeah, so I remember we're just like walking around the cottage. Perfect time to do portobello mushrooms is at a cottage, in my opinion. Because it's like you're one with nature, there's like nothing surrounding you, there's no like distractions. But I remember I was just like, just chilling, just watch. Bruh. Okay, man, like, I know that was my fault, but damn. Okay. Nothing else is in here. I know there's probably gonna be a hidden wall. Oh, it's up top, actually. But yeah, so we're just like chilling. We're just at the cottage. I was walking around, and I was like, dude, I saw like this one bird that kept flying around. I guess it was gonna be like a philosophical conversation. Yeah, I saw this one bird that was kind of near like the shed that was kept flying away and then flying to her nest. And every single time she would fly back, she would have like something in her mouth. She was giving her babies. And I was like, dude. Oh my god. I was like, dude. I was like, the whole reason why this bird is alive right now is to tend to these kids. Like it's like her whole life is managing these kids. Like, so that's what she's doing. And then I was like, then I was sitting on the lawn, and I was like, so like I'm like, that bird's whole purpose is to avoid predators, but also like tending to their young so that they can also grow up and live her life. So I'm like, that's their life. And then I was like, okay, pop this. I don't have enough grenades. I don't even think I'd even buy that, even if I had the opportunity to. Doesn't let you dash in there. Open all of these, open all of them. But then, and then I was sitting in like the lawn, right? Like on the lawn and like during the lawn chairs, and there was this one dragonfly that just kept flying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, dude, this dragonfly is like, he was like just chilling right next to us, right? But I was like, dude, this dragonfly's entire life is just, he's hunting for food right now. Like, man, I thought I was gonna be there. I was like, that's his whole life. And then I started thinking like, okay, if that's that person's whole life, and this is like, if the bird's whole purpose was that, yeah, the bird's whole purpose was that, and then the dragonfly's whole purpose was that. I'm looking around now and I'm like, okay, like, there's trees that have just been here forever. And the whole purpose of the tree is like, it's like, a tree is an ecosystem, right? So a tree isn't just a tree on its own. It helps the squirrels, it helps the raccoons, it helps everything then like nourish into like whatever it wants to be. So it's like a huge driving factor in the ecosystem. I also don't know where I got all this money from, but I'm happy. So then I started thinking a little bit more. I'm like, bro, what is my purpose in life? So I'm like, God assigned everyone a purpose. It's like, what is my purpose? And then I started thinking, I'm like, my parents' purpose was they brought us up, like, bring my brothers up, brought us all up, tended to us, cared for us. I'm gonna check. I don't know if it's gonna be in this corner. I'm gonna check. It is. Let's go. Okay, where's the drone go? So that guy's going down there, so I'm gonna check down here then. So I was correct, but I don't have a grenade to show for it. Grenade to show for it? Cloud to show for it? Grenade to show for it? Bomb. I don't think that place has ever given me a grenade. Okay, grenade. I don't remember this. It has this, but do I want to? Because if I buy this, I'm just going to take like 1,000,000 extra damage for no reason. What does this thing do? Golden shockwave? No, don't need that. I mean, if I go there, if I get that, I can technically grab 3 chests. So it might be worth it. Or what am I even saying? I can just grab a grenade from here. But yeah, so the whole time I was like, so what's my purpose? Like my parents brought it, like moved from Pakistan all the way to Canada to raise us. I'm like, their purpose is done, right? Like, not really done. Like there's still more to live for, but their whole goal to set up and like establish their kids, they did it. And I was like, man, I think like that was like a huge eye opener for me in terms of God. It's like God assigns everyone a task. Like God made this world perfect. I'm not talking about perfect as in like there's war and stuff, like, because God never intended for that, right? He wanted everyone to love thy neighbor equally. And that's how it should be. Like typically, like aside from what the media shows, people are pretty friendly. Like, but they always want to make it like oh, this person hates this person hates this person, because it drives the content, right? It drives the rage bait. It's what they want. But man, if you go to the UK, people like are so friendly. You go to Canada, people are so friendly. You go to like a Muslim country, people are so friendly. But it's like the media wants to tell you that you guys are sworn enemies and that you guys should hate each other. Like, for an example, like on paper, the Greeks and the Turks hate each other, right? Okay. In battle, the 10 closest eggs grant you protective area. They gave me a lot of common loot. But yeah, so like the Greeks and the Turks make you believe that you they hate each other. But man, I remember I was talking to one of these women she's like a nurse at a long-term care home. I was talking to her, and I was like, and she was like, "Oh, I'm Greek." Dude, give me the freaking. Give me the grenade. Give me one thing with a grenade. Get it top left, top left, top left. Top left, top left. Yeah, we're talking about like the Greeks. Or, yeah, because she's Greek. And I was talking to her and I was like, oh, so like, what about the Turkish? Do you hate the Turkish? And she's like, me, the Turkish? Why would I hate the Turkish? She's like, that's just what like they tell you to do. Thank you, I got a grenade. She's like, I've never had a problem with them. They're like, why? Like, why would I have a problem with them? They're the ones, or not they're the ones. She's like, why would I have a problem with them? They've never done anything to me. And I was like, you know what? Fair. That's like a completely valid take. She's like, they never done anything to me. Why would I hate someone just based off like who they are as a person? I'm like, you know what? That was actually like a really well said. Okay, so now how do I blow this up here? So I gotta like angle it like that maybe? Nice. Kind of off, but still did the job. But yeah, she was like, why would I hate them? Like, they did nothing to me. People just use it as like a running joke now, I guess. She's like, yeah, no, there's nothing that like, they've done nothing to me. Why would I hate them? And it's the same thing with Mexico, right? In Mexico right now, it's like the Mexican government killed like a cartel leader. So everyone's up in arms apparently. So my one friend from the gym, like friend loosely, I don't really like consider her a friend, but I talked to her at the gym. She was like this like mother. So she's saying she was like, yeah, I went to Mexico for a vacation. And I was like, did you stay at a resort or did you like ooh. I was like, did you stay at a resort or did you go like with the locals? She's like, no, I have a friend that lives over there, so I just stayed with her. And I was like, so like, is it bad? I was like, you stay with the locals. Like, oh, I heard that's dangerous. Like, is it bad? She's like, whatever you heard on the internet, like she's like, it's not true at all. She's like, those people, they're like, they don't, like, she's like, yeah, one time they like lit cars on fire. Grants an extra jump, consume 5 crystals on the, okay, grant an extra jump, reach 10 wisp on the floor. These are both bad. Just restore some hearts, nice. But yeah, she's like, yeah, in Mexico, nothing bad happened. She's like, it was all like media propaganda. She's like, I went there, walked free on the streets, and nobody cared. Everyone was so happy to see me. There's just like, because it's a foreigner. Okay, let's take this. Take this, let's go in here. What is this? Gain 5 bombs when bombs picked up. If the total reaches a multiple of 10 bombs, the bomb smiley counter will appear. Increase weapon damage by 30% when your hearts are at 1 or fewer. That's not going to be that beneficial for me. So I'll take that. Because I don't think I'll ever want to be at 1 HP. Obviously, if it happens, it happens, but... Nice. So yeah, because like apparently like the cartels, the government killed the cartel's leader and all that, and they were really upset, so they started like attacking. Fill a crystal container. Fills like all crystal containers to full each time an egg hatches. So I need something that's a good curio. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense because I'm like, in Mexico, a lot of the money comes from tourism. So they're like, exactly. They're like, their beef is with the government. It's not with the tourists. They're like, they wouldn't really touch the tourists because the tourists is where the money comes in from. So it's kind of like a don't bite the hand that feeds you type of thing. Because if you had no money coming to the country, you don't really have a country. So they value the tourist. So I'm like, see, that makes complete sense. But, so then, yeah, so I was basically just thinking, like, you know, God really does just preach. You just gotta be kind to others. And that's what it is. But yeah, so my whole, like, coming to God was just, I just thought this world was, like, it was too perfect to not have a creator. That creator being Jesus. That's just how I see it. If other people don't see it like that, it's not on me. But... Ooh. But even so, I was working at this other, like, it's a retirement home, but it's like the bougiest retirement home I've ever seen in my life. Like, the people there, I forgot what the number was, but they spent like 10K or 5K a month just to live in this place. So it's like, it's the 1%. What the hell? Okay, I'm happy that it hit that, but kind of upset that it hit me. Each time a hatchling is awakened, it fires a homing bullet. Cool. I think I might have this instead. A homing bullet might be good, but I don't know if I need that. Generates a bunch of pickups. Don't mind if I do. But yeah, so I was working at this like long retirement home kind of thing. And there's this one cleaner like lady. She's like the happiest woman in the world, like always happy. She's joking with me because I was working on the elevator and she's like, I heard you broke it. And I was like, me? I'm like, no, they called me in because they said you broke it. And she's like, me? That doesn't make sense. I don't even speak English. And I thought that was hilarious, right? So this woman's just messing around with me. But she was talking and I was like, it's good that you're in like a good mood. I feel like a lot of people aren't really in like the best mood, like when they work in these places. And she's like, I've always thought to myself, she's like, I always tell myself, if you're having a bad day, don't bring it to work. Leave it at where you found it. You know, like if you're having a bad day at home, leave it at home. Don't let it dictate how you feel somewhere else. Because if you dictate it, let it have power over you over there, that means it has power over you. And you shouldn't let it do that. And I was like, you know, that's fair. And then, so my one friend, he is very religious. I feel like I got very religious because of him as well. Him and his parents. Because you can see, like, what God has done to their family. Like, it seems like there's just it's a house centered around God. If that makes sense. Okay, device setup. Get off my screen. Ooh, what's this bamboo thing? Dude, get off my screen. Oops. That was wallpaper engine. I'm not gooned out, don't worry. Okay, what do I want to get here? They're also not really lining up. Okay, now it's like my time. So I gotta go. Nice. In battle, periodically summon divine sword to attack enemies. I want this badge in the middle here. Or what this is like a little coral reef thing. I don't know what that is. I'll grab that. But yeah, because one of my best friends, he like you can tell that his family's like super into like they revolve around God in a way. Like they've always had God at like the forefront of their home. Periodically generates bubbles in battle that explode on contact with enemies. More bomb increases the artifact's power. Okay, what else do I want? This green candy. I'm gonna try to go for this green candy. Go for it. I got a coin. Whatever. Okay. I don't want to make this run too long. But yeah, so okay, anyways, I was asking that one woman, I was like, so if you don't mind me asking, like, how important was God in like your family? She's like, in my family it was everything. And she was like, yeah, it was everything. Like we always had God, we always prayed, always did all that. She's like, there's not a day where my mother told me not to like pray about something. And I was like, and did you like bring that into your family? She's like, of course. She's like, my son and daughter, I raised them up to know like God is like at the forefront. You have an like, so you have someone to answer to, kind of thing. I still want to get that candy, bro. But every single time I grab like a coin, it's okay. It's just when it's on the wall, it's so hard. Never mind, I'm goated. What does this do? Summons a little ghost to assess you in battle. More hash mobs increase their artifact's power. That's huge. Okay, let me get this like. I think the flower is actually a good one. Oh, but I'm dumb. Okay. What do I want to grab here? I'll still grab the flower. I'm getting all these artifacts, so it's like it's kind of pog. Whenever you hatch one drops an egg. That is a good one, especially from where I'm going. Now I just need an egg hatching one. I know the dragon is good, and then also this like brown horn thing. Will I get them though? Probably not. Okay, I thought I had it, but I guess not. Whatever. Oh, gotta turn this thing on. I didn't go to the shop yet. Upon use, consume crystals to duplicate any item in the room and transform it into a new item. Wait. Upon use, consumes crystals to duplicate any item in the room and transform it into a new item of the same type. What the hell does that even mean? Any item in the same room, transform into a new item of the same type. I don't know. But yeah, so when she said that to me, I was like, you know what? I think it's a thing. Like, I'm not saying like, you know, there's people that claim to be religious, but they're not religious in the slightest, you know, like you can ask them like anything and they're like, yeah, I go to church on Saturday or Sunday. But then when it comes to like, I don't know, let's say like a war or something, they're like, oh yeah, I'm all for it. I want this person to do this to that person. I'm like, dude, you're like missing the entire point. I'm like, it's supposed to be love your neighbor. It's not supposed to be like, regardless of what they do, it's kind of like a turn the other cheek type of thing. And don't get me wrong, it's not like a like forgive and forget kind of thing. But it's like a forgive. You don't have to forget what happened, you know, but you should forget. That's just how I see it. Maybe I'm in the wrong. But that's how I see it. It's like, if that person wronged you. Okay, so I don't remember where I even checked. So I checked that one now, I guess. I'll check this. It's not there. There's the clown box over there, so I'll go over there after. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's more unfortunate. They keep giving me damage. The hardest part about this is going to be like not picking up anything by accident. I think that's going to be the hardest part. Ooh. They give me a lot of common loot. Like, I wouldn't mind switching it up, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so that guy cut that up. Where's this? Where is this clown chest? Oh, there it is. Okay, nice. Okay, go over here. So that's empty. I think I checked this one already. I'm not too sure if I checked that one. So that's definitely not it. So it has to be this one. Yeah, it has to be that one. Cool. Combine. Need more wisp. Wait, I have a lot of wisp. This map. Oh, okay. Blue is bigger. Yeah, so how you know for this one is if it's like in the main room, if it's at the top here ever, it'll have a platform. And every single time it has a platform, I've noticed that it's always been that one. Okay. I'll go spin this thing. Nice. Got this. Boom. Teleport. Over here. Hatch. 5. Okay. Do this for the one time. I need a good curio. I don't really have any good curios. Let's hatch all these though. Don't have any more gold. So the next one I gotta do is a solid gambling run. Komi, got a pachinko. Ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's just so weird because like it's just straight up RNG. Dude, okay, whatever. I haven't been to Jiu-Jitsu in like an entire week though. So it's kind of been bad, not gonna lie, it's been kind of bad. Increased weapon. Chat. Increased weapon projectile by count of 1 and damage size by 15. That's just big on every board. Just huge. I haven't been in like a week, so it's been kind of bad. I've been on call. And then what else did I do? Been on call, then I had some... Oh, I was tired on Monday. I was on call Tuesday. And then Wednesday... What did we do Wednesday? Consume crystal, reduce the heart container, and gains 3 shields. What floor am I on? I actually didn't see. 4 or 5. Okay. Okay. Gotta go gambling. Fortunism. Now I gotta pick up no hearts or no shields on floor 6. That's an egg right there, though. I know I had some more talking points. Let's just remember what I put down. I had it sent out. Let's see here. Go to my notes. Oh, okay. whatchamacallit. Okay, yeah. So after we went to church, M's friend's church on Saturday, we went to, I think it was Sunday. We went to Activate, which is kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of like a video game, but you are the video game. That's like the best way to describe it. And what I mean by that is like, there's a room where it's like, step on the red tile in 5, 4, 3, and you gotta go run and step on the red tile. If you don't step on the red tile, you lose a life. Or it's like basketball trivia, right? So where it's like, there's 5 nets, and you gotta know the trivia, and it's like, what is an invertebrate? It's like a snail, bird, like fish, something like that. Or it's like, how many planets are in the solar system? Or something like that, right? Like, just trivia stuff. So, we're playing that. And in the freaking... It was so funny because... yeah, because when you just build up points over time. And I remember I was asking my boy, I was like, so it was me, my boy, and his girlfriend. Or fiance, sorry. His fiance. We're all just playing. And we're talking about like the points, because you get points and you could actually like redeem them for like, I don't know, prizes, whatnot. So I was asking them, I was like, yo, how do you even like redeem these points? And I'm seeing my boy like laughing to himself, just like chuckling to himself. And then I look over to him and I start laughing. I'm like, yo, like screw this guy. And M and his fiance were both like confused, like, what are they laughing about? And I'm like, yo, you don't know the joke? And they're like, what joke? I'm like, do not redeem it, like the whole like, you know, Indian scammer joke. They're like, no, I've never heard about that. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So me and my boy are like laughing, and these two just have no idea what we're talking about. I'm like, damn. Really, like, you don't know it? They're like, no. But I remember we were doing like all like the laser games and all that, and then I should have just shot the freaking thing. I'm dumb. Yeah, we're doing all like the laser stuff, and oh, I saw this. Sorry, using a, if you're in 10 eggs, drop an extra. I'm never gonna have it. Time you gain a weapon badge, some solar charge drop. A sec. I'm just gonna text my boy because he wants to play Slay the Spire too. So I'm just gonna text him saying I'll be on in like 20 minutes. That's funny. Like he literally just messaged me saying Slay the Spire 2. So I'm gonna try to get this one done kind of quick. Woo! But yeah, and then so we were playing the laser games and all that, and then I see a basketball game because my boy and his girlfriend they're both black, and then I see the basketball game. I'm like, yeah, I know your people kind of like this game, so we'll probably play that one. And he's like, wow. But it's just all love, you know. I'm telling you, when it comes to Canada, nobody's like racist. Like, I guess everyone's racist, but it's like, it's all in like good fun. No one's like actually racist. At least that's how I see it. You know, people are obviously racist. You like, everyone has their own like, they can think whatever they think, and you can't stop them. Okay, I think I set myself up for floor 6 here because floor 6, I'm just gonna go into the fight the boss. If I find the boss, I'm just gonna fight the boss. Pack that guy up, okay. Yeah, because like this room would probably just kill me on floor 6. JK, I take no damage. I'm a different beast. Never mind. That guy's better than me. But guys, I'm telling you, Slay the Spire 2 with friends is like the most fun ever. Like, Yo, he just turned direction. Did you see that? An epic. Okay, my only problem is I need a better gun. As an extra jump, open 2 stone chests on the floor. Extra jump and eliminate 3 enemies with explosions. Take that. Okay, so I need a bomb. And I also need a gamble list. Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, so I don't really have a lot of options here then. I can buy these. So I can chuck a grenade. Where would I want to throw it? That's my only problem. I don't think it's going to be that corner. And if it is that corner, then I hate myself. I'm going to check this one. It's subtle, subtle. Let's go. Ooh, what's this thing? Or that blue eye. What the heck is that? Okay. After this. And I remember the one time I bugged out and I couldn't capitalize because I had no money. Summons a thundercloud that shocks nearby enemies. More crystal containers increase the artifact's power. Dude. They kind of like overhauled everything. This little Gru guy's sick. Just getting him from out under there is going to be really hard. Okay, nah. For real? Like, I swear I hit the other thing. Okay, heart of the cards. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. What does extracting do? Open it. Open it. Okay. Okay, 2 in there. Kind of dodge everything. Dodge everything. Alright, let's see what I can do here. So, unfortunately, I keep almost like dying to that thing. God of Machines. So I have to pop my chest crystal thing here, like my jar, if I'm gonna pop it. I don't know what tanked the shot there, but I'm really grateful I did. I'm kind of doing some damage though. Also taking some damage. Toss this way. Okay, good thing I tossed that. Okay. Uses 1 heart container, but seems... Okay, true. Okay, so now I can't pick up any HP. Does this count as 4-6? Probably not. So, would it be... I don't know which one it would be. So I have nothing. So store some eggs in there. No. Yeah, okay. So this run, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with it. But I guess it'll be in here, right? No, I guess it'll be in here. Okay. 4-6. Danger floor. So I gotta take 0 damage on this thing. So, what's my best plan of action here? Keys? No. I guess deal with this theism. I haven't really been using. Okay, sheep. I had to just not take damage. Kind of a tough task. Tough ask for, not gonna lie, because... Okay, never mind. Not an easy task. Okay, I can't pick up that though. Unfortunate. Let's head in here. Hopefully I can get something great. Grants strange effect. Sand elixir. Drops the shield or remove her when activating a portal. Increases drop rate of shields. Okay, let's pick this up. Do I just get smaller? I think that's all it does, right? Okay, just don't pick up a shield. I just gotta remember that or a heart. And if it drops on me, then I am gonna be pissed. Okay. There you go. That guy was coming awfully close, though. Okay, pick that up, pick that up. Head over this way. Okay, I got some keys on me though. What's in here? Keys increase damage up, I think. Not gonna lie, I thought there was just like a bunch of hearts. There was gonna be a bunch of. Okay, trade them. Yeah, I'll trade them all this. Nice. Gonna keep trading them until I run pretty much out of keys. Because, like, the damage is gonna be good. Nope. Nope. Alright, bro. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I'm going in here. Now I gotta beat Apollo. With, like, no HP. That's unfortunate. Yeah, why does this guy have so much freaking HP right now? Did he always have that much HP? Yo, he feels different though. No, he feels like super different. I'm also about to die. Oh no. Okay, so they changed Apollo clearly. Because he just murked me. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next episode. There's more to talk about, but you know, this one kind of came short. I might fight, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm gonna fight that guy Nod and Abyssal, but I ain't no bitch, bro. I ain't no bitch. So I'm gonna run it back again. And I'll probably run it back tomorrow unless I get called in. But I shall catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.